Welcome back to my views and news, another video with new stories from Ethiopia and Sudan. Firstly, what is happening in Maksanet, a town of the Amhara region, which came under the control of Fano fighters this morning. Reportedly, Fano fighters kidnapped mayor's son. Fano fighters stormed the residence of the administrator or mayor of this town. Details for you. Secondly, viewers, Somali region of Ethiopia, where security forces, militia members rather, opened fire at protesters today. One casualty is being confirmed. A woman, a mother of two children, has been shot dead, several injured. Why did security forces open fire at unarmed civilians, unarmed protesters? Details for you. Thirdly, viewers, Oromia region of Ethiopia, where still opposition to the newly appointed bishops is continuing. Though the bishops have been appointed after consensus and consultation, entire synod is behind the appointment of these 9 bishops, 7 appointed to Oromia. But protests continue. There was a protest in West Wellega yesterday and today in Kellem Wellega. Some Orthodox followers and Orthodox priests took to the streets. Fourthly, viewers, Sudan. Two very important news stories from Sudan. Firstly, Al-Burhan, Sudanese army chief, appeared yesterday in a video. The video seems to be from General Command Headquarters, which is under siege. So, Sudanese Army Chief Al-Burhan, it means, is under siege. And lastly, last week in Chad, discussions were held between Chadian president and some Sudanese leaders from Darfur. Now, reports are coming in that Rapid Support Force number 2 commander Abdurrahim Dagalo, elder brother of Hamdan Dagalo, was also in charge last week, and some Sudanese leaders held meetings with Abdurrahim Dagalo in Chad, reported. Firstly, viewers, the first news story is from Gondar, Maksanet, a town situated between Bahirdar and Gondar city. We know that this morning Gondar Fano fighters entered Maksanet city. Security forces fled the city. The entire city came under the control of Fano fighters. Fano fighters entered the city because yesterday a Fano fighter was arrested by security forces. Oromia Kellem is the name of the Fano fighter. The Fano commander of the area asked local authorities to release Oromia Kellem. Oromia Kellem was not released. This morning, hundreds of Fano fighters stormed city buildings. They took control of city government buildings, Prosperity Party office too. Mayor, administrator of Maksanet reportedly fled towards Gondar. Fano fighters entered the residence of the mayor and they kidnapped his son. They demanded the release of Oromia Kellem. For the release of, in return for the release of mayor's son. And reportedly, Oromia Kellem has been freed. Has Mayor's son been free to know? But it is being confirmed that Fano fighters kidnapped Mayor's son and they demanded the release of their fighter, their comrade, who has been released. We have received pictures from Maksanat showing Fano commander Alimu Godadao patrolling the streets, and the released Fano fighter is also visible reportedly. His name is Ababe Hamle. So Ababe Hamle has been released. Fano fighters freed their comrade by force. And so far, Ethiopian army is trying to clear Maksanat. Reinforcements from both directions, from Gondar and from Behirdar, are trying to enter Maksanat and clear the entire town. Fano fighters this morning, when they entered Maksanat, they blocked both roads leading to Gondar and Bahirdar. And today, one vehicle of security forces was ambushed by Fano fighters when it was on its way from Gondar towards Maksanat. One police official died in this ambush reportedly, though we are waiting for official confirmation. But most sources say that one official died in this ambush by Fano fighters. Fano fighters are saying that they would not let any of their comrades be arrested. Without any crime, the Fano fighter was arrested. Without having committed any crime, the Fano fighter was allegedly arrested by security forces. There is complete breakdown of law and order in Maksanat these minutes. No police, no government. Government is basically Fano. Local government dysfunctional, nowhere to be seen. This is what Fano factions want. They want to make local governments irrelevant. They want to install governments of their choice. They want to ensure that governments don't go against their orders. Like we're saying in Wellega, that in Wellega, Ola determines who will, not in entire Wellega, but in some parts of Wellega, Ola is in charge. In some cases, Ola appoints administrators. Ola collecting taxes. So Ola is government within government in, not within government, but it is a government, you can say, another government in Oromia. So far, the security force is trying to control the situation in Maksanat, but Fano fighters today displayed their strength, that they are united. They will not allow local government security forces to arrest Fano fighters. We saw, and people people supported Fano fighters. Gondar people are supporting Fano fighters. We saw that when a few weeks ago, Ethiopian military tried to arrest Masafin, the Gondar Fano commander. It was public support which led to the escape of Masafin. Masafin managed to escape because people supported him, and armed people of Gondar, they rushed to support Masafin. So here again we're saying that people of Maksanat are supporting the fighters of the Fano faction. A clip for you showing people celebrating. It's from Maksanat, where Fano fighters entered today. People can be seen celebrating. Celebratory gunfire was also done reportedly. Watch the video. Secondly, we have Somali region of Ethiopia, where Mustafa Umar is frequently accused of supporting his tribe and of using security forces against other tribes of the Somali region. Yesterday, some members of Ogas Koshan tribe were arrested by police. And today, people from Ogas Koshan tribe, they took to the streets, they protested in Birkot. Government militia members tried to disperse the protesters. Protesters included women, children, elderly youths. People refused to disperse. Security forces opened fire. Government-backed militias opened fire at protesters in Birkot. One casualty is being confirmed. One woman, mother of two children, has died in this shooting by security forces. Name of this woman is Shugri Abdullah. Mustafa Umar is accused by other tribes that he supports his tribal fellows and he frequently uses security forces against other tribes. Security forces in Ethiopia know only one means of dispersing protests: shooting. We saw that in Addis Ababa, in Oromia, in Amhara, and in Tigray, in Somali region as well. Just a few weeks ago, Muslims were shot dead by security forces in Addis Ababa. Unarmed Muslims protesting outside a mosque, Anwar Mosque, I think, in Addis Ababa. They were shot dead. Several were shot dead. No one was held accountable. Security forces know, security officials know that they can commit excesses. No one can hold them accountable. Even they are killing people in broad daylight. Extrajudicial killings are being committed by security forces and no one has been held accountable. So same is happening. Pattern is the same in all regions of Ethiopia, that security forces disperse people by shooting, because they believe that it is the best way to frighten them. And if they're frightened, they won't be able to protest more. A video from you from today's protest from Birkot. After this protest started, security forces arrived, they opened fire, one woman killed and several injured reportedly.
way la soo baxeen baa la oran karayaa iyay la soo baxeen baa la oran karayaa.
Thirdly, was Oromia, a region of Ethiopia where people are protesting against the appointment of new bishops by Ethiopian Orthodox Church. We know that the church has appointed 9 bishops to different parts of Ethiopia, 7 to Oromia. Abune Matthias, the patriarch, 2 days ago approved the appointment. But at the start of this year, some bishops were appointed to Oromia by a trio of archbishops. That appointment of 26 bishops by a trio of archbishops was rejected by the main church, and it led to the start of a rift in the church between Oromia region based groups and the main church. And most dioceses of the Orthodox Church are not under the control of church in Oromia. The church tried to resolve the issue by announcing some new appointments. 2 days ago, church appointed 9 bishops. But even these new appointments are being rejected in some parts of Oromia. A protest has been held in Kellem Wellega, Dambi Dolo against new appointments. A protest was held in Gimbi, West Wellega around 48 hours ago. People are protesting. Some Orthodox church members, priests and monks are also protesting. They don't want new bishops to take charge in Wellega. So the church is trying to keep itself united, and when the appointment of 9 bishops was made, even that was rejected. Not rejected, that was criticized by some bishops, archbishops from the Amhara region. Abune Abraham, general manager of the church, clearly said that the appointment of the 9 bishops was not on merit. Still, the groups in Oromia are rejecting this appointment. They say they want those 26 bishops who were appointed a few months ago by Abune Sarios Marcos and Vostotius. A clip for you from Kellem Wellega showing Orthodox church monks and people protesting there. Lastly, we are Sudan. 2 very important news stories from Sudan. First one is about the chief of military, Abdul Fattah al-Burhan. Sudanese army chief appeared yesterday. This is his 4th appearance in a video. We have seen him twice outside General Command Headquarters. His first video was from it was recorded inside a room. Maybe it was from General Command Headquarters too. 4th video is also from General Command Headquarters. It seems as if Al-Burhan is back from a battlefront. He can be seen meeting with his military commanders in the video. Question is General Command Headquarters safe for Abdul Fattah al-Burhan? General Command Headquarters is encircled. Rapid support forces have laid siege to General Command Headquarters. Al-Burhan is reportedly there. And Sudanese military is trying to defend headquarters, but it's difficult because even supply of all reinforcements to General Command Headquarters cut off. 2 days ago, when there was heavy fighting in Bahri, reportedly fighting erupted because Sudanese military was trying to send reinforcements to General Command Headquarters through Bahri. That is why clashes erupted, and that attempt failed reportedly. It means General Command Headquarters is under pressure. How will this siege be broken? No one knows. But Al-Burhan and his top military commanders are under siege in Khartoum at General Command Headquarters. That is why I say, that is why I've been saying that rapid support forces have momentum, military leverage on their side. Sudanese military is on the back foot. And Yusuf Izzet, RSF spokesperson, today said that RSF was dictating terms and Sudanese military had won not a single battle in the war since the 15th of April. So let's see how Al-Burhan breaks the siege. RSF trying to tighten the siege, reach Al-Burhan, kill him or arrest him. Let's see what happens. A clip for you of Al-Burhan at the end of this video. Before that, in Chad, Sudan's neighbor, last week talks were held. Chad shares border with Sudan. It shares border with Darfur. And last week, Juba peace agreement signatories visited Chad. They met with Idris Deby, Chadian president. Talks were held there. Now it is being reported that RSF number 2 man Abdurrahim Dagalo was also in Chad last week. He attended some meetings there. Abdurrahim Dagalo was on Khartoum front, but if you remember, a few days ago I reported that he had been seen in Darfur. So when Khartoum, when RSF gained leverage in Khartoum, Abdurrahim Dagalo went to Darfur, because in Darfur large territories have come under RSF control, and then he went to Chad. There some talks were held. A Sudanese political party has announced that it is going to take action against some party officials who held some meetings with Abdurrahim Dagalo in Chad. Name of party is Justice and Equality Movement, JEM, of Jibril Ibrahim. Jibril Ibrahim was also in Chad. He did not have a meeting with Abdurrahim Dagalo. Some other party officials met with Abdurrahim Dagalo in Chad. I think these politicians, military officials, militia members, police members, they know that rapid support forces are, they have advantage in this war. Sudan's military is under pressure, and they have realized that RSF could be sole or stronger player in Sudan. That is why they want to engage with RSF commanders. Now, a clip for you of Al-Burhan, Sudanese military chief. It's from yesterday. The clip is from General Command Headquarters, which is under siege by rapid support forces. I thank you for watching.
الشجرة مسلمة عليكم. يلا طيبين. لا تفضل. الله خير. الحمد لله.
يوم الأربعاء السيد القائد العام يحضر اجتماع مركز القيادة والسيطرة. القيادة العامة الأربعاء